Hello, everybody. Brian from Intuitive IT here. Today, we're going to be talking about opportunity and understanding how we are looking at COVID as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as business leaders, how COVID is an opportunity for organizational growth. Now, we look at it as it can be a stressful minute. It can be a stressful factor for all of us as business owners, as leaders. We're worried about where our money is going to be coming from, if we're going to be being able to pay our employees, if we're going to be able to keep our employees on. What can we do to ensure the longevity of our business? But as a business owner, as someone who deals with crisis management on a daily basis, you have to understand that this is an opportunity to look at your business, to be able to break it down, go back to the basics, business 101, and learn what you're trying to solve. Because there are so many issues out there today as entrepreneurs that we should be trying to solve. And by being able to solve those issues is how we are going to sustain throughout this and be able to continue after COVID passes. So we're going to talk to Hilda Perez, the COO of Salud, the family business that deals with health and wellness within New York City. We're going to talk to her about what struggles they've been dealing with, how they've been implementing technology within an organization, things they wish they would have had in place prior, and how they're looking towards the end of COVID and how they're looking at making sure their business is going to be able to sustain. So without further ado, here's Hilda Perez. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you for joining me today. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about your business and talk to you about how you're using technology now to pivot and how you're using it to go ahead and accelerate and grow your business right now and sustain through COVID.
Absolutely. So the biggest thing that we have done basically is making sure that the whole team could be remote. It was a big or quick change. We luckily were ready to be set up because a lot of the systems that we use at Salud, since we're a retail company, are online, including the inventory, the shipping, everything is accessible online. What was the biggest challenge was making sure that our team can do that at home in a secure way, having the correct laptop equipment, Wi-Fi, strong Wi-Fi, all while keeping everybody safe and keeping that transition. So that was the largest change. The technologies that we're using now, things like retail, the point of sale system, Lightspeed, Google Cloud, we use the Gmail, all of those items, social media, everything was online already. So it wasn't too much of a heavy lift. It was more making sure that everybody had a working space and a safe, secure working space while we're processing any orders at their home.
That's well said. I appreciate that. So now that you are actually in the midst of it, I know that we've talked before, your sales are pretty high right now because you have a lot of people wanting to buy your healthcare, your holistic products like that. How are you keeping up with that using the technology you have now? And do you feel that you have everything in place you need to maintain?
It has been more of a challenge than we anticipated just because we had to transfer everything from our location in New York, since it is the one that has been hardest hit, to our Florida location. At the moment, we're caught up and took a little bit of while and kind of upkeep, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks to really get back to full capacity to what we're doing. The technologies that we have now, again, are the same. Everything's online, but it isn't as cohesive, right? It isn't how we had it in our warehouse and everything that is set up.
How important do you believe automation is in keeping your business successful right now?
Huge. And that is something that we're thinking about moving forward now. It really opened our eyes to see where there are glitches in our kind of supply chain, or there's glitches in how quickly we can process orders, how quickly we could push out orders to our clients. We're having clients who are calling us saying that they had the virus. They need the products immediately because they're in the recovery period at home now, or they have the virus at home and they couldn't go to the hospital. And they depend a lot on our vitamins and our supplements to help them heal in the process. So figuring out a way to automate that to make sure that it is as smooth as possible has been somewhat of a challenge, and we're researching now to see how we can do that.
Awesome. So I definitely look forward to discussing that with you in the future and see if there's anything that we can do to help you get to those steps. So my next question to you would be, dealing with other entrepreneurs, and your message would be for them is how they should be looking at this, because I've talked to other entrepreneurs, and at Intuitive IT, we view this as an opportunity. This is an opportunity to discover the different faults and cracks you have within your organization and how to develop and strengthen it. So when you look at your business and you look at your business model with you and the rest of your family-owned business members, how did you see what to prioritize first? What changes did you make first? What did you know that, hey, I can shut this off, we can work on this? What steps did you take to do that?
The biggest steps was understanding and reevaluating even the work that our team is doing. So what work can we take away from them? What can be automated so that way they can work faster? Because now they're at home, either homeschooling, taking care of a loved one who might have been sick. So figuring out the best way for them to optimize their time so that way we can continue growing has been a huge need. It's forced us to slow down. Everyone is at a slow down pace, kind of being mindful that it's okay to slow down, being mindful and communicative with our customers, knowing that, USPS or FedEx and all of these shipping services are also being mindful of their employees. Taking that step back, like you said, it is really showing the cracks of what we can fix and make faster and better. So it is an opportunity in that process. So we're trying to figure that out. Each day is a new challenge. But I'm really excited to see how we can become faster, quicker, leaner compared to our competitors when this is more calmed down.
Yeah. So a lot of people focus about the new normal, what's going to happen once everything opens back up. Do you foresee your office being the same way? Do you foresee your staff being able to communicate or sit? Do you believe you need as many people in the office with you at the same time? Do you think you're going to need the same size office space? Do you think you're going to need the same amount of tools, hardware, computers in the office to maintain your operations? Or do you feel that you can do more of a leaner operation to become more profitable? What is your mindset on that?
I think we can be leaner. We don't want to cut anyone. We want to keep everyone on staff. If anything, we want to grow, right? That would be ideal because the company is growing. But Correct. It's really understanding to see, like you said, what hardware do we need? Do we need something bulkier? Do we need a larger space for maybe just our inventory and have an office space that is come as you want? That's what we've sort of had in the past, but now really understanding and implementing that with our team and trusting them that they're going to communicate when they're working from home, if they need to work from home, or if they would like to work out of a coffee shop in New York. It's a big deal. A lot of people do that. That would be wonderful. That's something that I would like to implement into our company. Our team is a demographic that's a bit older. It's not the millennial that people are used to working from home. So it's been more of a mental shift, and letting them know that that's okay, that their job is still secure, that we can still be lean and still be quick when everything is there. But also, I do enjoy having an office space. So when we have team meetings, a conference room, anything, we can come together in a safe place so we can communicate and connect.
And that's a great point. It's making sure that everybody knows that their jobs are still secure, but you're looking at a new normal and a new way to process business. So one of the things that we talk to our clients about is dealing with automation and then productivity. And how are you managing your projects? How are you keeping track of what projects you have going on? How are you keeping track of who's finishing what tasks? And we like to push different automation software or different project management software that's cloud-based that allows your team to work remotely. And is that something that you implemented yet within your organization? And is that something you're looking to do?
We're looking to do that. We've done it at a very small scale. Our projects have changed. So for example, in the marketing department, we do a lot of free community events. We can't do those community events right now, so those projects are on hold. But seeing how we can use certain tools suggestions are wonderful, trying out what's also most cost effective for a small business. Our biggest challenge as well is making sure that it's a tool that is bilingual. We have a really strong bilingual team, and having something that is Spanish is really beneficial. So we use a lot of Slack to communicate and keep on task. But at the moment right now, that's the search to see how we can keep everything streamlined.
Yep, I would definitely love to send you some stuff offline once we get past that, but I just kind of want to focus on you. What message would you have to anybody who is aspiring to become a business owner and dealing with crisis?
Oof, that's a big one. I think the biggest thing, particularly in this crisis, is understanding how to be flexible. How to be flexible, but with grit and tenacity behind that flexibility at the same time. We are being presented with something that's very unprecedented. Everybody's saying that, but this is just the beginning, right? We don't know what can happen until it happens. So trying to set up strategies, be flexible, allow yourself to be mindful in the decisions that you're making and your own personal life as you become a business owner, because it does take a lot of personal toll. A lot of people forget just because you want to start a business, it isn't going to blow up overnight. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of self-discipline, but I think it's very feasible. And if you're going to do that, tap into this networks like you, myself, people in our network that are already business owners, to really have them be that support system to go on that journey.
Awesome. So is there anything else that you have, any lasting messages you want to share to anybody about your business, anything you want to promote or talk about?
Yeah, no, the promoting always feels difficult for me, but you can follow us online on Instagram at Salud by Dr. Rigo. Our website is www.salud.bz. We sell a lot of nutritional supplements that are all natural, completely proprietary blends that we create. And I think the largest thing right now is that we're offering a lot of home remedies. So we're asking people to subscribe. You're at home, you're cooking for yourself. So how can you optimize your health for yourself and for your family?
Awesome. Perfect. So I'll let you get back to your busy day. I know you got a lot going on, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
All right, take care. So I want to thank Hilda for joining us. It's been very much appreciated. She has great insight into her field. I do wish her the best of luck down in Miami, and we definitely look forward to her getting back up to New York. So with that being said, she's been looking at how her organization is helping society in basically with packaging, basically with getting the product out, and she's looking at ways to get her product out faster, and ways to interact with her employees that are either while she's down in Miami because she had to move down there to be able to keep her operation going because New York City shut down. So that was her way and her response to ensuring the success and keeping her customers happy. So she wanted to maintain that they was able to retain their customers, because if they shut down, that is something that they would have had to rebuild. As a family-owned business who's been in business for over 25 years, that is not something that you will want to have to lose. So understanding how to make those decisions, those executive decisions, she made those. So now she's on the journey of discovering what products she needs to continue her organization moving forward, hardware, software, what plans they can put in place to help them grow. And they're trying to figure out what they need today, which is maintaining through COVID, and then what they're going to need to grow outside of COVID. So continuing on with that tradition, I would like to say that breaking down those needs is first understanding what you're trying to solve. You need to understand what your customer needs, and then you need to understand what your employee needs are. And then we have to marry them together. And then we want to make sure we have a smooth process in place. I like the fact that we are able to have this conversation. I like the fact that we're able to have these entrepreneurs come on, talk about the struggles and the trials and the tribulations that they're having, and talk about the success that they're having. Talk about what they're doing to keep their companies moving forward. We hear a lot of despair on TV every day. There's a lot of negativity on TV every day. And I like to use this channel. I like to use this channel to show the positivity as entrepreneurs, as business owners, that we have to continue moving forward, because this little bit of light that we all have can change one person at a time. I don't know who needs to hear this, but just stand up and keep moving forward. Keep pushing your business forward. Keep using those ideas that you have, because no is not an option. We are moving forward and we can move forward together. But whatever ideas you have, use them, because no idea is worth sitting on. So with that being said, I thank everybody for listening today, and I look forward to hearing you guys and your feedback. Later on today, we'll be back with Stephen Wilder, and we'll be talking to him and about his business, about what's going on with him, and his twist on what he's doing to keep his employees happy and his customers happy at the same time. So look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Take care. Out.